Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to I Don't Know and I Don't Know to listen to I Don't Know and I Don't Know by, you guessed it, I Don't Know and I Don't Know. Always enjoy doing this series, of course, the randomness of it all, no choosing, no research, no clue. So let's head to my trusty spreadsheet. All right, here we go. Let's see how many tries this is going to take. I'll start off the first song at the top left corner of the spreadsheet, which is, of course, Humongous. 20 seconds on the clock and eyes closed. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Gotta figure out where I'm at here. Okay, ooh. It's a tie. All right, based on the other song titles around it on the spreadsheet, I think we're choosing between Deep Purple and Dire Straits. It's a tie, like I said. They're both equally distanced from the cell that I stopped on. So the only fair thing is to spin a wheel. I'm looking at it, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, spin. And the winner is Dire Straits. And the song is, drumroll, One World off the Brothers in Arms album. Let's go. Okay, bass.
Can't get no sleeves for my records. Can't get no laces for my shoes. Can't get no fancy notes on my blue guitar. I can't get no antidote. Ooh. Oh yeah. I don't much like the reasoning you use. Somehow your motives are impure. Somehow I can't find a cure. Can't get no antidote for. Oh yeah.
Very snappy.
It's mostly vanity that writes the plays we act. They tell me that's what everybody knows. There's no such thing as sanity, and that's sadist fact. That's the way the story goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No remedy on my TV. It's nothing but the same old news. Well, they can't find a way to be one world in harmony. Can't get no antidote for. Yeah.
That was a groover. Lots of special touches in this one, even though it's a pretty short song. That drum or percussion, whatever it was, the reverb forever, it seemed. Love that sound. Those subtle keys coming in. Couldn't tell what it was. An electric piano, an organ. I don't know, but it sounded great. Much more, of course, the guitar. Once again, the star of this one. And when I say guitars, I mean the electric and the bass. Incredible bass lines here. Such a groovy tune. The bass, especially in those higher notes, sounded kind of shiny, metallic at some point in the beginning especially. That's a rare thing that I've heard in my ears. But again, funky bass lines throughout. Great vocal processing, whatever was used on Mark's voice. There was even a groovy vocal cadence, something I don't normally hear. Just the way he delivered, I don't remember, but sounded great, as always. One of my favorite moments, when the drums and whatever else dropped out, and we just get vocals and keys, I think. It sounded like a harpsichord to me, probably done on the keyboard, but that was interesting. Threw me back to, a few hundred years ago. A nice moment in the song, a nice standout moment. And then later we get Mark's guitar solo, very short but huge, impactful. It doesn't need to go on for 30 seconds or a minute to, be excellent. Top tier talent. We already knew that. So yeah, another super strong song. Glad I chose them randomly. Always can do with more. Dire Straits. Always a great ride. This one was so groovy. A bit bluesy and definitely a bit dirty. I definitely enjoyed it. I'll give it 5 super shiny golden records, an A+ for One World by Dire Straits, 1985. All right, on to the second song. I always love doing 2 songs in this random reaction series. You never know what you're going to get. All right, we'll start at the bottom left this time. Led Zeppelin, I have it as Zepp. So 20 seconds on the clock. Eyes closed, let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right. Let's scroll a bit. My ring light is blocking some of this. Interesting. Not a tie. The winner is you. And let's see if I can figure out who this is. Let's go to the left. I might have an idea. Is it Chris Rea? Oh, no. I think we're back on some Pat Metheny. Yes, Pat Metheny Group, You. Nice. All right, I did not anticipate this. I suppose it could happen once in a while. Apparently this one is out of my time frame on the channel. It's from 2002, but since this is random reactions, I don't think it would be right to do a do-over, so I'm going to listen to it anyway. I'm sure it's going to be amazing, and it's a sort of long one, just over 8 minutes. So we'll check it out. Comes from the album Speaking of Now, and again, 2002, You by Pat Metheny Group.
little, not little more.
That was quite the ride. A perfect, slow, cool down ending, by the way. Masterfully done. Took its time winding down. I love that. The emotion's still heavy, right to the very end. Yeah, this song full of emotion. Wow. Yeah, so much to love in this one. I would say the instrumentation was pretty much perfect from start to finish. A nice journey, again, full of emotion. We get perfect, warm acoustic guitar to start out with. Then some pristine piano joins in, of course. I'm going to adore those two instruments. The vocals, though, had me really confused, which is kind of a rare thing. Of course, it was interesting, but I was trying to figure out, especially in the beginning when it first happened, if there were no actual words being said, if it was just kind of like melody, vocal melody, improvised, or if it was English, or if it was a different language. I couldn't figure it out. Of course, doing no research, I have no context. I did like that the vocals, since they went on for so long, almost became a lengthy solo in and of themselves. Very unique, just kind of blending with the rest of the music. Again, I wish I knew who was singing, but that's how it works with random reactions. Just didn't connect with the vocals. They felt too repetitive, almost felt like they were saying the same kind of words or wordish things through the whole song. Dear Lord is what I made out, but I could be totally off. Maybe it's Pat singing and I'm, not doing anything justice. But again, this is just my reaction on first listen. There was definitely plenty of sorrowful vibes. Of course, I connected deeply with that. Definitely, I was getting jazz vibes as expected. It is Pat Metheny after all. That was wonderful. I really loved all the great cymbal work happening in this one. Really nice. Definitely stood out to me. Of course, a superb and lengthy electric guitar solo. Amazing. I expect the best from Pat. He always delivers. I love how that guitar solo went straight into a beautiful piano solo. It was big, heartfelt, really nice. Then the vocals did come back pretty much, again, repeating kind of what they were doing in the beginning. But overall, the music was so inspiring. It inspired many emotions within me, thus making it a beautiful emotional journey. Yeah, so plenty to enjoy here. I would say this is a rare case where my score dropped due to the vocals, but that's just because I don't understand, the context, who it is, what's being said. So, the ignorance is on me. But for now, I'll give it 5 super shiny golden records, an A+ for You by Pat Metheny Group, 2002. And thank you so much for these 2 random reactions. Everyone who participated from Dire Straits and everyone from Pat Metheny Group. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed one or both of these songs. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about these 2, I would love to know what you think. Which one was your favorite? So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.